So let's do a tour of my little backyard gardening setup. This is my full view of the back of the house. I decided to get into gardening on my first time, so I did a little setup of the back, and this is my great little space that I look forward to coming home after work, after my 12-hour shifts. I look forward to coming and tending to my plants. It's really refreshing and calming. So let's show you what I have so far. There you see my above ground planter that I got made, and look how lovely the plants look how fresh. We just had some rain last night, so you can see how fresh the plants are looking. I have some tomato plants right there. They're coming up real nicely. I have some broccoli right there. I have parsley. I have a basil plant. That's a basil plant right there. And I have some peppers. I think these are multicolored peppers, not hot pepper, but you know, the sweet peppers that we call them sweet peppers in Jamaica. So, and here I have some lettuce. Look at how lovely the lettuce are growing. Look how luscious and fresh they look. I think I can start eating from my lettuce pretty soon. Maybe for dinner I'll come and pick a few leaves. And also over there they have cabbages. I don't know what type of cabbage these are. I picked those up from Home Depot the other day. So can't wait to see how they develop. And these are broccoli. This is my first time planting these things, so I'm waiting to see how they look. And this over here is oregano. This is an oregano plant. This is one species of peppermint. That's just flower. That's a flower. And I also have some strawberry. This is what I'm most excited about, some strawberry plants. So what I've been doing, because there are multiple suckers in the pot, so I've been taking out suckers and putting them in other pots. So you can see that my strawberries, see, they're quite tiny, but you know, I'm gonna pick this one today and try it. Yeah, it's ready. They're sweet. And over here I have a little, I picked up this cherry plant, I think at Lowe's. I haven't figured out yet where I'm gonna plant it. That's how my land looks. I'm planning to get some landscapers to come and clear away most of the trees at the back here for me to see if I can plant stuff there. Somebody's supposed to come and give me a quotation. So I'm not sure where I can plant my cherry tree yet, or do I need to plant it in a pot, a bigger pot that is. And here I have my little herb planter. That this can be, you can get this on TikTok. It's my herb planter. I have some mescallions up here. They're growing really well. I need to also start using this. I'm gonna start using them today when I prepare dinner. And here we get, this is spinach. I bought some spinach seeds and threw them in, and that's the spinach that I'm getting. Got some right there. This right here, I think this is parsley as well. Some more spinach. This is a rosemary plant. You know, rosemary is a good medicinal plant. I usually drink it in teas. And I have some thyme right here, so you know, I can use this as well when preparing my dinner. I'm gonna try use them today. I haven't started to use anything from the farmers yet, but today I am going to try. I'm still trying to figure out what this plant is. If you know, let me know in the comments. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know if it's pumpkin or if it is cucumber. I'm not sure, because I was just throwing stuff in. So that is it. That is what that is. So over here also, these are cucumbers for real, because there I have the little, the label to tell me that that's cucumber. So this is the side of the house where I said let me plant these things. I'm trying to use up the backyard, so let's see. And here I have a little setup where I can sit in the evenings and enjoy. This is a DIY. I went to Lowe's and I brought the the grass looking carpet and laid it out here, and I bought those table and chair set on Temu, and the umbrella I got at it was at Walmart. It was on sale for about $25. I got that from. So this little setup is a nice setup that I have here. It's nice to come and in the evenings I tend to my plants and then sit and relax and enjoy. I'm also an Airbnb super host, so I realized that my guests also, when they are here, they like to come out here and chill as well, look at the greenery. And I have a particular guest who loves just to come and look at the trees and all, so this is her favorite spot, to come out here on her phone or just to read. Also over here I just started to plant Irish potatoes. So I got these buckets at Rose's. They were like $3 a piece. I decided to, as I said, I don't want to dig up, there's a lot of land space, but I don't want to dig up the yard like that, not this time, as it's my first time planting these things. I don't want to do that, so I've decided to do like container farming. So these are some other strawberry suckers that I've transplanted out of the other planters, and I got 4 additional ones. So these are the buckets that I've planted Irish potatoes in. I got some growing potatoes at the Food Depot. They were already grown with the eyes on it, so I've planted about 2 each in these buckets. So I can't wait to see how they turn out. I've planted Irish potatoes before in Jamaica, not in America, so and we usually plant it in the ground. So I'm gonna see how it turns out in the buckets. So I have 4 buckets so far. I have some more Irish potatoes, but I'm gonna have to get some more containers. So I've just put them right here at the side of the house, on the beside the window. They get sunlight, ample sunlight from here, and shade as well. So I'm gonna see how it works here. If it doesn't do well here, I can always move them somewhere else. And in this planter, I took, I think, one of the plants from there, and I have some, the rain fell a lot last night, so you can see, how wet the earth is, or wet the dirt in the containers are. So I planted some mint in it also. This is a peppermint, and another mint over here. This is spearmint. That one is spearmint. Yeah, so, and over here, this is where I put my 2, well, there's 3 plants right there. I have a lime. This is the lime right here. As you can see, it started to bear already. I planted that yesterday. I bought these at Lowe's. And another tomato, and that one is a lemon. So I have no idea how they're gonna do in the pots. I tried to get a big enough pot to put them in, so let's see. They're supposed to be miniature lemons and lime, so I'm going to see how they turn out. And right over there I had planted a peach tree. I know that's not the best place to put it, because all those trees that are surrounding it, that's why I wanted someone to come, landscapers to come and try to clear out the back of the yard for me to see, to get more sunlight. Even though the the trees are providing ample shade for me, as you can see, for the house, because the back of the house is mainly, I love the glass in the house. but you know, if there weren't the tree, it's gonna be real hot, especially when it comes to summer. All that heat is gonna come through the glass windows. So the trees, I don't mind them for right now, that they're tall above the house and it blocks out a lot of the sun that's coming. So there you have it, my little backyard setup with my little farm gardening that I'm doing. Not really a farm, my little container gardening that I'm doing. Hope you like the setup. You have any ideas to give a new and upcoming gardener, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, and look out for another video as I post more videos on the progression of my new hobbies. Thank you for watching.